Can I start? Good morning and welcome to daphnenurturing.com. We're going to start this morning with detaching our little baby from our scoby. Now, as you can see, she's there, ready, a little bit thin, a little bit undernourished, but she's a little bit premature, but she'll be okay. So, what we need to do, I've already got started, is boiled water, hot boiled water with 4 tea bags of decaffeinated green tea with just one cup of sugar. Right, the sugar goes in and we steep those tea bags until the water is cool. Room temperature, dip your finger in, oh yes, that's not too hot, not too cold, lovely, lovely. Now, what we need to do now is take out, now we must make sure our hands are clean and washed, which they are. Just check again, washed, clean. Done. No tea towel, oh yes, hand towel to dry the hands. Okay, and what we need to do now, as you can see, this is last week's that's just been bottled. We have here cherry, lemon and ginger. Okay, so we get our little blue box that we all have when we live in Southend-on-Sea, and we pop our tea bags into the blue box. Now this blue box is for composting. Okay, so we recycle everything, and this goes on. Wash the hands again. Baby's crying, but we won't worry about that because we just bring her along here and she will be entertained by us. Okay, here she goes. Right, she's ready. Now, in goes the tea with the sugar into our jar. Now, what I normally do, I will take that jar right up to the very top. So what I will now do is add another jug of boiled water. Of course, I could only get that amount of water in that jug. So now I will leave this water to cool, again to room temperature, before I add it to my jar. So now, what we have to do is always use some of the last brew, okay, which is your starter tea. Now that has got all your nutrients and everything from the brew that you made last week. So, what I'm now going to do is take Daphne away from her mother. Now we've got to be very gentle with her because she's been nurtured here for 4 weeks, okay, and she's grown and she's happy. And as you can see, there she is. A little bit thin, but she's okay. So let's put her, oh, say goodbye, Daphne, to Mummy. There's Mummy. As you can see, lovely, healthy Mummy. All right, so what we're going to do is put lovely, healthy Mummy into next week's brew with half of the starter tea. The other half is going to go in with Daphne, and that will go to a new home. Yes, it will, won't it? It will go to a new home. That's right. And this is going to go round the corner in Southend-on-Sea to a lovely lady that's going to look after her. I do hope you sleep at night. I hope you don't get her up at night. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to just wait now for another jug of hot water. Okay, to cool down to room temperature, and we'll be finished. So for the time being, because we don't want any bugs, anything getting into this, we're going to cover this up until such times as the next jug of water is ready. And little Daphne is going to go into her own little pot. Here. We're going to be very, very gentle with her because she's very, very delicate. She goes.
That's well delicate.
And what I'm going to do is very gently just get her to the size of a and leave her in there for a transportation. Excuse me, we're doing something very exciting here. So let's just have our spoon, because we're getting ready to do some, that's it. Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe we'll just give her a little bit of kitchen roll to play with for a minute. A little bit of kitchen, oh yes, she's having a kitchen roll, that's good. Okay, so we're nearly there. So all we've got to do now is wait for our boiled water to go in this jug to top up our one from last week. Okay, and then what it does, we put it in the cupboard, right at the back in the dark, and maybe check it next Monday with a straw just to the side. Sip a little bit. If it's nice and sweet, then it's not ready. If it's just slightly turning on say Wednesday, that's 7 days, slightly turning a little bit vinegary or not so sweet, perfect. And then we get it out on Wednesday morning and we'll do the same thing again. Anyway, thank you for watching. nurturingdaphne.com. See you again soon.